this is Olympia and welcome to another video, and today I'm going to be ranking all my horses, and I'm not going to spend more than like 30 seconds explaining why, because I have 36 horses, and if we did a minute explaining each of them it would be 36 minutes, so that's just not happening. So I'm going to try and keep every explanation for why I have my horse at a certain place brief, and I don't think it would change much. I think mainly the reason why this in a certain place is mainly sentimental value. So we're going to start with number 36. So number 36 is Milky Way, and I think the reason why she is so low on my list is because I don't have any connection or like any sentimental value behind her, and also I don't really like the coat. She was a free horse. She was a free horse with the birthday event, and I'm not really in love with the coat. I think it's not really like if I had to buy her, I don't think I would have, and that's just like, there's no sentimental value with her. That's the only reason why I don't have her any higher on my list. Number 35 is Bellatrix, and the reason why she is at rank 35 is because she just doesn't, I just don't like the trackness. She doesn't excite me or make me want to ride her in any way. So that's why she's at she's at rank 35. Also, she's not even that pretty, so sorry Bellatrix, I'm just kind of like dunking on you here. Number 34 on my list is Midnight, and that's just because I don't really like the Jorvik ponies very much. I don't like their manes, and Midnight doesn't hold a very like high ranking sentimental value to me. I got her because I was Star Rider, so that was the 1st of December 2019, and I think I haven't really ridden her outside of doing pony championships or leveling her, and I just don't know, I just don't really like the coat very much. I liked it when I got it, but I don't really like it anymore, and I don't think that's all part of the reason why she's rank 34. Mongoose is at rank 33 because I love Clydesdales, they're my favourite breed in real life, but I'm not really a big fan of like Clydesdales in Star Stable, and I don't really think I've ridden him outside of videos very much as I have to level him, and he was part of a duo that I got on Christmas, so I think that makes him a bit less special in sentimental value. He was also an impulse buy, so I was meant to get the Dark Bay Clydesdale, but I got this one instead, and I kind of regret it, but sorry Mongoose to just and yeah, I just don't really like his name either. I think I could have done better with that. At rank 32 is Jasper, and I like Jasper. I just think that because the Nab Shoppers have the same gaits as the Andalusians, it makes them a little less special, and that it kind of like makes it repetitive to ride them after the Andalusians, and also they just don't have like that great of a model compared to the Andalusians, so like why ride Nab Shoppers if you just can ride Andalusians? Also, I don't even remember why I got him, but yeah, sentiment value is pretty low. At rank 31 is Duncan, or King Duncan, because I just don't like the Percheron's gaits. I think I find it very hard to ride horses that I don't like the gaits of, especially the jump. A horse would do well in my eyes if I can watch its trot or one of its gaits for hours on end without getting bored. And the Percherons, I just don't like the gaits of very much. I think they're a gorgeous model, I just don't think the gaits are very good. At rank 30 is Leofric, and that's just because I just keep forgetting the Finn horses actually exist. I don't remember why I got him, but I'm assuming it wasn't very sentimental because I think I'd remember. But also I just don't like their manes very much, or their gaits. I don't know. I think their gaits are fine up until like the jump and the solo gallop. I think everything else is fine, but because they copied it from the Frisians, they just don't suit it. I just don't know how to explain it, but like that's not it. So I just don't like the Finn horses. Other than that, I think he's a gorgeous colour, so. Number 29 on my list is Pipsqueak, and that is just because I'm not a big fan of the gaits of the Jorvik pony, and they got copied onto the Chincoteague pony, and I don't really ride ponies that much anyway. I think that they do a lot better of a job on horses than they do on ponies, and I haven't actually tried the Welsh pony yet, and I expect it will be better, but this one just isn't. I like the Chincoteague pony models, but I just don't like their gaits, and I think that's a big factor in me not riding them. He is ranked a little bit higher than Midnight, because I think he's cuter, and Also the fact that he has more sentimental value being he was the last horse I got in 2020. At rank 28 is Muffin. I just don't like the Mawari's gaits. The gaits of horses are big factors in how much I like them. And the gaits on Muffin, I think the gaits combined with the model, because the Mawaris are very well done, I think, but I just don't like the look of Mawaris in general. So I only have one, and that's this one. And I think it's going to stay like this because I just don't like the Mawaris in general. And I'm glad I did get one, but Mawari is just not for me, and unfortunately Muffin is a Mawari, so that's why they ranked so low. So at rank 27 is Orion, and that's just because I really like his name. I think I did a pretty good job on it, not to blow my own trumpet. I also really like the creativity of the Zoni with the tiger stripes and also the glowing face. I think that's really cool. The only thing that makes him so low is the fact that his gaits are shared and model with the Jorvik pony. And also, I just don't like the mane. I think he did come out a while ago, so it's probably why his mane isn't the best, but his mane could have done with being a bit better. The next horse is Honeysuckle, and she ranked 26 because I just don't like the North Swedish gaits. I think their model is so cute, and they did the really good job on the colours. But the mane and their gaits I just don't like very much, and I don't really ride her outside of training and videos, so especially this one, I don't know what that one is. I just didn't really like the North Swedish, so that's why she ranks so low. At rank 25 I have Cinnamon, and although I really love the Andalusian gaits, I can't put her mane in a braid, which kind of annoys me. And also she isn't very sentimental because I got her for the end of year 10 Christmas term, but I wish I just waited a bit longer to get her for Christmas because I think she would have been a bit more special to me, and also I would have waited. And also I go between phases of liking this coat and not, and I think that's also a big factor in why I didn't rank her so high as my other Andalusians. But I do think she's pretty cute within deer form, and I'm pretty glad we can change willingly now. At 24 is Rhea, and we're getting to the point where they're not that low, they're like mid-pack. And Rhea's mid-pack because she was like the other one that I got on Christmas with Mongoose, so she doesn't feel as special as the rest of them because I got her in a duo. And also I just don't like the Connemara's gaits as much as like some other horses. I just don't think that her gaits are anything special. Yeah, she isn't that sentimental to me. I think the deciding factor between them all now will be sentimentality to me, and Rhea isn't that sentimental to me. I got her as a part of a 2, so that kind of loses sentimental value. And also I got her for Christmas, and Christmas comes around every year. But other than that, she's really cute, and I did choose the right coat for her, and I think it's the only good Connemara coat, and you can sue me on that one. So at rank 23 we have Jilly, and I got Jilly for Halloween and also for 100 subscribers, so it's kind of like a double whammy, and that's why she ranked higher than Rhea, because she was also for 100 subscribers, and that was a big thing for me. Yeah, I just don't like the Fjord model very much, and I don't like the Fjord gaits. I think she's very pretty otherwise, but I just don't really like the Fjord model or gaits, especially the jump. I think trots and jumps are the thing that are the most important to me. I think it's because I can watch them for ages. She's also very hard to match tack with, which also lowers her rank, because like, try matching something with orange. You can't. At rank 22 is Spirit, and he's named Spirit because I was a bit sad that Spirit, you know, the one that they actually released in Star Stable, had left, and also I was watching Spirit riding free at the time that I got him. I think he is the first horse that I got near release, because most of the other ones have been already out for a couple months, and this one I got one quite near release, so I think he was extra special because of that. And also I remember the pain of doing mocks and then having the absolute joy of getting a horse after I finished them. So he's a bit more sentimental because of that. The coat has lessened in how much I like it since I bought it, but other than that, he's a really handsome horse. At rank 21 is Shirley, and the reason why she's quite high compared... I don't like the curly horses. I'm not a fan of their gaits past the trot, and also I really don't like the shuffle. Like, what is this? The reason why she ranks so high is because she's the one that got me back into Star Stable and doing YouTube as a Star Stable YouTuber. So I feel like she's got a lot of sentimentality there. And also she's named after my grandma. And also she was the first music video I did. So she's got a lot of firsts on her name. And I think that she's a really special horse to me. I just don't like the curlies that much anymore. So that's why she ranked pretty low compared to her reasons. At rank 20 is Celine, and I just call her Isla, I think. I gave up with her name eventually. But the reason why she ranked so high and higher than Shirley is because I did club events on her, so she's really special in that way. I don't have a club anymore and I'm kind of sad about it, but I used to do club events on her. She was the first magic horse that was like really time limited, like 2 weeks instead of however long the Christmas Village was out for. And also I like both coats a lot, so her non-magic and her magic. But I think the magic one's kind of worn off on me over time, but she is still really special to me. I think I could have chosen a better name. I think that's why she ranked a bit lower, because the names is something that I remember and I don't remember hers very much. I don't feel the want to ride her outside of videos very much. At 19 is Beanie, and I changed her name from Beanie to Tia Beanie, but Beanie for short a little bit later on. And I like Beanie a lot. She has really nice gaits. I love the nose marking. I think that's really pretty. I think her nose marking is the prettiest ever. Like, that's so cute. But yeah, Beanie is rank 19. And she didn't rank any higher because she doesn't hold that much sentimental value to me, but she was also really, really pretty, and I can braid her mane, which bonus onto Cinnamon, and I like riding her. At 18 is Nevermore, and I think the reason why she ranked at 18 is because I just don't think her coat is as pretty as any of the ones above. I think, and also she doesn't have as much of a sentimental value being bought on New Year's Eve 2021. So I just don't have that much more of a sentimental value to her. I do remember when I got her though, I was being yelled at because I was skipping Scrabble, so at least I have that memory attached to her. Coventina came in at rank 17, and that's just because I don't like this one as much as the other form, and I think that made her a little bit lower. I also got her for Halloween, so she isn't as sentimental as possibly any of my other horses, because I got quite a few of them on like Christmas, Halloween, Easter, whatever, but I feel like Halloween's the least sentimental to me because we never do anything for it, and I was working on that night, so... But I do really love her name, and I love her mane. Okay, that... I don't know if you could actually know what I just said, but I think I did a really good job on Coventina, and I think it's still my favourite name of any of my horses. Well done, Coventina, you at least got that award. But she is really pretty. Yorvik Wilds are my favourite breed. They have my favourite gaits, so she does have that going for her, and I love her blue eyes. I think they did such a good job on it. I think surprisingly Lacey came in at rank 16. I think this surprised me because when I was doing my list I just kind of went through and was like, this feels right in my heart, and just kind of put it down. I like her because she has the same name as my teddy bear that I've had since I was born, and so she holds a lot of sentimentality because of that. And also I just really like the Aquatex. I think they've got really gorgeous gaits, and I think the models are really cute. That might be a bit of an unpopular opinion. I think that Fast Gallop could do a... Yeah, that's not the best, but like the rest of the gaits are really cute. Also, she just has a name that I hold a lot of love for, so I think that helped her a bit. So Lacey is rank 16. Bakken came in at rank 15, and that's just because I was so excited to buy him when I got him. I remember I'm getting run through here. I remember being so excited and wanting the open house to come around really quickly because I really wanted to get this horse, and I don't regret it for a second. I love him. I don't like the Lusitanos very much. I think that's why he's a bit further down at rank 15, which, you know, is below halfway, so, you know, he did pretty well to be in the top 15. The Lusitanos gaits, I think because they were like one of the first breeds to come out as Gen 3, I think they're a little bit lacking, and I think you can tell they also just have a really weird jump, like, no. And the jumps and trots are the most important thing for me, I think, because as long as I can watch one of their gaits forever, I think they're good. He's also named after the horse that my sister rode at our riding stables the most, and he does look like it, and now that horse is retired, so we don't see him anymore, so he is even more special to me now than he was when I bought him. At 14 is Pip, and that's because he was the first horse that I got, so I remember designing him, and I remember being so excited to start Star Stable in 2019. I don't remember the exact date I started, which kind of makes me really sad because I really want to know the exact date that he was created, but I don't, unfortunately. It might have been the 11th of August, but I'm not too sure, and I don't want to like say that for definite, but he's really cute to me. I don't mind that he's mirrored. I did look into changing it, but I got so upset that I might change him that I didn't. So yeah, he's still how he was when I got him. Also, he's been there since the very beginning, obviously, and he helps me do all my quests. I also don't mind his gaits. I think his trot could be better because he kind of does look like he's missing a frame in there somewhere. Other than that, I think he's gorgeous, and he's still one of my favourite horses. I took one picture of him that was so good, and I put it on my Instagram, and it's still my favourite picture on my Instagram, I think. At 13 is Excalibur, unlucky 13, although in this case I think it is lucky for him because he ranked so high, and this is just because he's a dragon and I love his coat. It's so gorgeous. I genuinely want to take pictures of this coat all day. And I don't because I get really like indecisive about where I want to take pictures. So I really like riding him. So that's a big factor of why he's so high, because the horses from now on are like horses that I want to ride a lot and come back to riding. That's why they're quite high on my list, and he's no exception. I think they did such a good job on all the details on him. Like, he's such a pretty horse. The face I can't get over. It's so pretty. I'm being the typical arrow ace that I am because it's like a meme that we all like dragons, and I'm not gonna lie, I fall into that. So, but the reason why he didn't rank so higher is because of this coat. I just don't like it, and I've never actually used him in it, so that's why he doesn't rank any higher. At number 12 is Rascal, and that is because I just really want to ride him. Whenever I go into my stable to find a horse to ride, I do come back to the Gotland ponies, and I want to get more of them. I just think he's really cute. He's named after a horse from my riding stables again, like Backham was, and I have a lot of memories with the Rascal from my riding stables, so he holds a bit more sentimental value on his name. Also, he's just got really cute jump and face and animations, and I think it's all so cute. At number 11 is Cassiopeia, and the reason why she ranks so much higher than all my other Yorkshire ponies is just because I love her name a lot, and also I like her coat. I think it's gorgeous. It makes it a lot easier to match. I don't know what's happening, but loads of people are coming this way now. And her coat is so much easier to match than Orion's, and also I got her because of my hair, and my hair was very sentimental to me when I cut it. I like it a lot more now, and I think it's so much more manageable, but it was really long and I donated it to cancer, which is why I got Cassiopeia, because it was such a big deal for me to get rid of my hair. And also just really love her glowing face. the Vega Constellation, I think it's the Vega Constellation, has Lyra, the star, in it. And so that's why she's a bit more sentimental, because I had a cat called Lyra. So we're on to our final 10, and I had to put Admiral as 10 because he was the horse I got for my 15th birthday, and he was the start of buying horses on camera. Before that, I hadn't bothered buying horses on camera, and I think he was the start of what would become gameplay videos instead of like ASMR or music videos. I think he was the first one that became, I knew that I wanted to do Star Stable as YouTube, so he holds a lot of value in that sense. And also my 15th birthday was like my favourite birthday I've had in a while. They all managed to go wrong somehow, but that one was fine, so you know. And also I just really like the American quarter horses. I think this one's so pretty. Also, no one comes over here until I start filming, okay? But he's so pretty, and I love the American quarter horses. They're just, oh, I love them. At number 9 is Victory, and the reason why they ranked so high is because I love the Irish Cobs. They are one of my favourite breeds, even though they are quite old by now. They're 2 years old, I think, so they're pretty getting old. But I love the design, and because my sister chose out for me, it's more special to me. And you'll find that with a few of my horses that I've got in the higher rankings is that my sister picked them out, or my sister was there with me when I got them, and so they're much more special because I love my sister. She's my favourite person in the world. I also really like the name she chose out for Victory, and also just the coat is so pretty, and I can't wait to train her. I've been really wanting to ride her, but I try and train all of them in order, so it forces me to train them all, because then I can't just ride, okay, hello. I can't just ride a horse that I want to ride. What is going on? At 8 is Brownie, and I just love the English Thoroughbreds. They're one of my favourite breeds. I definitely want to get more of them eventually. I just need to get a good enough reason to. And I still remember being really delirious with sleep when I got her, because I got her at 1 AM in the morning on the 1st of January 2021, and I was so tired I had to spend 10 minutes doing an outro until I actually got it right and didn't stumble over my words. So she has a few memories attached to her. I also just love her coat and her model. I love them. I even like the mane, which I know is a controversial thing because I know a lot of people don't. And I just think the English Thoroughbreds are really goofy as well, which helps to make them funny and more encouraging to ride. I like riding Brownie. I think their gallop is one of the most unique gallops they have in the game, and I like riding her because of that. I also just think their trots are really pretty, and their walk, it's really well done, and I'm glad that we as a community made sure the English Thoroughbreds weren't rubbish like they were going to be in the trailer. The first trailer that they brought out, I'm pretty sure they changed it, but the first trailer that they brought out, and we were all kind of like, that's not good enough, and so they went back and changed it, and I'm so glad they did because they're one of my favourite breeds, and I think they did such a good job on the English Thoroughbreds, and Brownie has become one of my favourite horses. At number 7, I put Sigrid because I think the Icelandics is really cute, and they did such a good job on them. I also, when I got her, my sister came and helped me, and it was her break from uni, so I hadn't seen her in a while, and so I got to spend a bit of time with her choosing this horse and choosing a name for her. And I still really like her. I think Sigrid is still one of my favourite horses. I think the flying pace is really cute and really creative, and I'm glad they didn't charge us extra for that flying pace. And also they have the tolt, don't they, which I keep forgetting they have, but I think that's also really well done. I've been waiting for the Icelandics to come out for ages because they did have the Gen 2, but I didn't like the Gen 2, so I've been waiting for them to have a Gen 3 for ages, and they really didn't disappoint. I really like all of them. Now that they're in game, I really like all of the coats. I think the horses that are allowed to be goofy and have the goofy expressions when they're stood still in the idle animations, they are some of my favourite horses because they're just more realistic, because not every horse breed is prim and proper like the Andalusians. No, or like serious. Some of them just are goofy, and I think the Icelandics, they did such a good job on them, and they are so pretty. Even their mane, like I didn't like their mane to begin with, and it's still iffy on me, but it's growing on me, which is pretty good. At number 6 is Artemis, and she's ranked so high because my sister chose her out for me again, and I think that makes all the difference because my sister's my favourite person. And I just think that the Frisians are so cute, and this may be a controversial opinion, but I do think their gaits are quite well done. I mean, the jump could do with a bit of work, and the mane, when it's long, is a little bit weird, but I love the bushy tail and I love the braids. I think the braids are really cute. I think they did a really good job on the coats as well. I want another Frisian, which is, yeah, that's how much I like them. I want another one. I wanted another one when I got her, so that's how much I loved riding her. I'm always wanting to ride her. I think the coat colour that my sister chose was really good because it's easy to match to any colour. I can show you any pieces of tack on her. She's a really useful horse for YouTube. A good one for that. And she's just really special to me in that way. Also, she's allowed to be goofy. Look at this. Love it. At number 5 is Adora, and that's because she's so unique. She's the most unique horse I think I have in my stable, apart from maybe the dragon horse. She's one of the most unique horses in my stable. She's still called the blue ringed octopus coat to me. She's so gorgeous. I love her animations. She's newer to me as well, which helps. I think the ones that are newer got higher on the list because they're just more new to me and I haven't had them for a while, so their novelty hasn't worn off. I also really like her name. I think I did a really good job in choosing Adora. I think I chose well. I think her name really suits her. She made me feel better after I was really sad about the show that I went totally wrong, so that helps as well for her rank. Sometimes I just really want to say this horse is just this rank because they are, because sometimes I just can't think of a reason. I just like them sometimes. And number 4 is Comet. I wanted a paint horse for the longest time since I started Star Stable. So I think the wait for buying her and also the sentimental value of I had a horse on Roblox called Comet that it just started tipping it down outside. I don't know if you can hear that. I think it's actually hailing. But the weight and the fact that she had a sentimental value to me before I even got her helped her rank so high, and also I think they did such an amazing job on them. I love her so much. I think this bit looks like a lily pad on her front, and I think that's so cool. And I really like riding her. I want to ride her more, and the more I ride her, the more I love her. As quickly as it started, the hailing just stopped, so, you know. I loved making the trailer reaction for these guys. I think this is my favourite trailer reaction to edit ever. Number 3 is Maisie, and the reason Maisie ranked 3rd is because I love riding her. She's got such great gaits. They did such an amazing job in the Arabians, and also I love the coat so much. I think it's the only Arabian other than Nevermore that I really want to buy. And also the reason I got her was because I finished school, so she encompasses all those memories of the last few days of my school life before I went on to college. She's got a lot of sentimental value in her, so she's one of my favourite horses to ride. I think I would ride her every day if I could. I think Maisie's just more of like an I like her because I do and not really any specific reason, but she ranked really high for like a I like her because I do kind of horse. In 2nd place I put Lyra. It's because she's named after my cat that died in 2019, and I got her in 2020. She's one of my favourite horses. I think she's got such a lovely coat. I love the pink nose. I think it's so adorable. The Orvik Wilds are just my favourite horse breed in general in Star Stable, and I think that probably shows in the fact that I've got 4 of them compared to every other horse, which I've got a maximum about 2, maybe 3 for the Andalusians, but they're my favourite horse breed. And I think it's kind of fitting that we had a Yorvik Wild to start this list, and now we're kind of finishing it with a Yorvik Wild. I think that's kind of fitting. But the only reason she didn't rank the first on my list is because the number 1 horse has much more sentimental value to me than this one. And she's just so pretty, I think, which is why she ranked second. And finally, at number 1 is Louis. And if you've been following my channel since December 2020, you would know why I got Louis and why he's so sentimental to me and why he's at number 1 on my list. And it's because my cat that I had at the time was shot by someone we don't know, but it was probably a neighbour. And he was paralysed from the waist down. So we decided to put him down after 3 months of trying to get him to walk again. And before he died, I got him to choose a horse for me. And he chose this one. Well, he chose a Yorvik Wild and I chose this one. And he has the green eyes that my cat used to have. He had green eyes. But he's so special to me because Louis was there when I bought this horse and he pressed the button to buy the horse, and it was the last hour that I had my cat and I had it all on film, and he's just so special to me, and I'm never selling this horse ever. I'll be so sad if I accidentally sell this horse because it's got so many memories attached to him. Even if I bought another one the exact same name and everything, it wouldn't matter because I'd still know it wasn't the horse that my cat bought. And that's why Louis is at the very top of my list, and I think he'll probably stay there for a very long time. I want to do the same thing with Sybil, but hopefully Sybil won't have such a horrible reason why we're doing it. And Stromboli. But Louis is at the top of my list because he is the horse that's chosen by my cat to represent him. And every time I see him, I'm reminded of my cat. Anyway, we're not getting all sad. We're not getting sad! So this is the end of the video because I've got to number 1. And I just wanted you to have a look at this horse monster I've created from getting on and off all my horses. This video took so long to film. It took about an hour and a half because I had to keep switching horses and running about. There we go. That's so much better. But it was worth it, and I think it's going to be a lot easier to edit because there's a lot of silence in it. I think most of the film is just silence from when I was running about. Every horse to me, it has a different sentimental value on it, and most of these horses were just picked it took me 2 hours to make the list, and each of them was more of a gut feeling than a proper assessing of why I like them. Most of them were I want to put this horse this place because I do, and whatnot. There's this, they rank 6 in gaits and 2 in looks, whatever. But I think they're all accurate. Maybe I'll do another ranking list some point else in the year where I properly deduce which one would have come first if I had taken sentimental value out of everything. So yeah, maybe I might do that. But for now, this is my list, and I hope you enjoyed. I want to make a video where I count how many times I said sentimental in this video because I think it was a lot. So I might do that. But yeah, this video's gone on way too long as it is. I now have to edit it, so I'll leave you here. And thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and follow my Instagram, Olympia.Peacechild, follow my Twitch, OlympiaPeacechild, and I shall see you in another video. Bye!